It was an awesome spiker. I was a little thrown off, but here's what I'm thinking. Because there was, 80, 90 of us, the magicians, and there was only 20 or 30 people that had booked for a children's birthday party, I think Steve, instead of doing a show for the families that had booked the party, he did the show for us. And so he tried to mix the two of them together and use the birthday children on a couple of effects with the girl, and then he did all the other stuff, sawing a person in half, the spikers coming down, levitation, all that. Eleonora Barna, thank you to our research assistant.
I thought it was Eleonora Barna bio, because it's her bio. I thought it was like a Hungarian.
Research assistant is coming up with Eleonora Barna bio. Maybe I move it over this way in front of you. There we go. See, now you get a nice clear picture. That's Eleonora.
I thought her last name was Bio,
and she was very good. I think she might be she is the co-stars with Steve Spill in the long-running Magicopolis hit show Escape Reality. Yes, she was born in Hungarian parents in a Slavic country. Born to Hungarian parents in a Slavic country. That doesn't sound like she was born in Hungary.
No, but it explains the accent, though.
Brought up bilingual and later learned German in school. At the age of 14, her family immigrated to Canada. Yay, Canada! And then upon returning to Toronto dance, she's recently moved to L.A. and become part of the Magicopolis family. So she's like a trained actor who's gotten into magic because he needed an assistant. Well, kudos to him because she was very good. Then we went to the Magic Castle. Yes. Oh, but there was a moment. I got to describe a moment. Got to be tight for YouTube because we're running out of time soon.
Yeah, that's true.
The buses pulled up in front of Magicopolis for 80 people or 90 people to pile onto the buses. And while the buses were about to load, a police officer came over and told us that we weren't allowed to load there. And they were all streaming out, so we had an opportunity to get them all on the bus. But this officer, she was really quite adamant. So I went over and I visited her and I said, I'm totally cool. I'm from Canada. I didn't know you can't do this. Can you, on a piece of paper, give me some directions on where I should tell these buses to go? And while I started getting the directions, my good friend Gord Boyce, president of Vancouver Magic Circle, he realized what's going on and flips out this giant tourist map in front of her face so she can't see anything as the 80 people stream past her and storm onto the buses. While people are stopping to ask questions like Ice McDowell going, so are you asking for directions on how to get to the freeway, Sean? I'm like, no, we're fine. It's like... Ice catches on. He goes, oh, yeah. Okay, here's where you should park. Of course, she's going, no, they should park over here. Gord's looking at it going, how should we turn the map? Is this the way? I think it's that way. By the time this woman had explained where we were supposed to park, everybody was on the bus except for David Wilson because he stopped to take a picture with the girl, Eleonora. And then he comes out and goes, oh, police, and boogied onto the bus. And then, of course, she looked at me and she goes, now you tell your people. And I went, where is everybody? And then she got really angry. You did that on purpose. I said, I swear to God I didn't. I swear I had nothing to do with it. And she just looked at me like I was the devil. And then I said, listen to my voice. It's so hoarse. I can't tell these people what to do anywhere. And then I jumped on the bus when somebody said, where's your daughter? And I went, oh my God, I've lost my child. Jumped onto a bus and we took off. Good accurate description.
You may be the reason that they think Canadians are insane down there.
That's right. It was good. And then we headed to the Magic Castle. Oh, and the Magic Castle, what a star-studded night.
Which was always a treat, yes.
Yeah, always a treat. And they were classy to us, weren't they? They let us all in. Of course, we had to dodge and weave to get in, but it's a great place. Begged, borrowed favors from most of the Magic Castle people I know to sponsor people to get through the door. And we got everybody through, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely everybody.
Saved us all a lot of money.
Extra people got to have dinner. The castle was slammed with food there. It wasn't an empty spot by the end of the evening. All their cancellations were filled with our people. And our people drank and ate, even sitting at the bars. So it was a good financial night for them.
I was going to say, I only saw one show. I did not see... I sat in the hat and hair, pretty much.
And watched other magicians. Oh, yeah. Who told me that? Steve Dixon said that he met Brian Gillis downstairs, working in the hat and hair and hanging out, which is pretty amazing. I saw Bill Malone and Danny
he walked
Sylvester.
into the hat and hair as well.
Yeah.
We thought about following him until he broke out into a show.
Oh.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen. Terry Lunsford did a parlor show, and he was doing them. He did a fourth one just for us.
That's true.
Which was great.
And he filled it, too.
And he did. He really did.
Packed house there.
Packed, and, but it was a real treat to see Dale Salwak. I watched him perform his act, and I somehow scammed 3 VIP seats. They had little white covers on them that said reserved, and they walked us in after everybody so that we really stood out and looked really bad, like because there were people still standing in the line, and I'm sorry. But I got to see Dale Salwack and John Lovett, Handsome Jack, and a juggler guy who was pretty funny. But seeing Dale Salwack was really a treat.
Tyler Lincoln, I think was his name.
Tyler Lincoln. Yeah, very cool.
Not like Lincoln, like
Lincoln
hat,
Logs, but
Lincoln, like Lincoln.
Lincoln, yeah. Ping pong balls in his mouth.
What did he juggle those?
He just shot them in one at a time while holding them on top of a hairdryer. He elevated them, then sucked them in one at a time until he had 5 of them in his face.
Kind of cool.
But then he held up a sign that said, "We'll juggle for ping pong balls." And when he dropped it down, he swallowed them all because behind the little sign he did something sneaky. It was good all the way around. Then next day, you went for a swim,
yes.
And I went to Disneyland.
I went for an involuntary swim with my iPhone. If anybody knows a new iPhone, that would be great. Isn't a bag of rice on Sean's
There's a
kitchen
bag of
table
rice,
right
because
now.
that's what it says to do. Bag of rice and your
Suck
iPhone
out
will
the
survive.
water, apparently.
Yeah, maybe not, but we're giving it a try,
We're
right?
giving it a try.
Yeah,
At least I can say I did it. It's
And,
it's ridiculous. So I think Laurie's going to bring over...
Oh, look, our bag of rice.
Here's my iPhone. This is a little
Rice
bigger than it
Aroni.
used to be in
Hey,
the 90s.
it's the San Francisco treat.
Awesome.
And can you hear it? I think it's ringing. It's for
Oh,
you.
is it? You're a jerk.
I'm sorry.
all the time. They're like texting in front of me. It's like, I don't want to
it's
see
sad.
that.
We ended our day by going to Disneyland, took Grandma and Anning, Lori Hen and I, and Mike and Nicole Norden joined us, and it was a great day. Saw every ride except for Splash Mountain, which was closed, and Space Mountain. So we avoided 2 mountains, but the rest of the things we got to do.
Well, you have mountains around here.
If you get a chance to go see the Haunted Mansion, they've changed it all. It's all Nightmare Before Christmas, and it was great. It was really great. Hip and new and fun. And
No more holograms?
lots of holograms, but lots
okay.
of stuff to do with Nightmare Before Christmas.
Cool.
It was a really good time. Disney always puts on a good show, and they should for $75 a person to get into the park. Oh my!
Oh, it was a sudden turn there.
Yeah,
Sean. You're like,
sorry.
put on a great show. Like, it was just
Well, you know, it's
zero to angry.
I spent $50 on hamburgers that were fit for a king. Here, king. Sorry.
Did you just write that?
No.
You mean you planned it?
No. It just popped in my head.
Oh, okay.
It just popped in my head. I think I heard Michael Harrison tell the joke in 1993 at the Science Center Planetarium in Vancouver at a Vancouver Magic Circle convention. Not that I try to remember where my stuff comes from, but I try to credit every time. Okay, anyways, we'll move on. That's about it. I should let this go because it's going to be way over time, and YouTube's not going to let us post it, and we're going to have to edit. I hate
Oh,
editing.
really? Can't you just do it in 2 halves?
Yeah, but then that would be like egotistical that we could talk for that long about nothing, because apparently there are some people out there that think I can. Wait, I can.
Seinfeld did it.
Yeah, and he made a living off of it.
He made several livings off of it.
Last thing on the list is next stop Hannah's birthday, October 10th, and then we're off to Venice to do shows for a convention for Domenico Dante. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a blast. I know it because that guy's a class act and knows how to put something together. So I'm looking forward to hanging out. Soma's going to be there, the other FISM Grand Prix winner, so we get a chance to play. He just bought a Mac. When we were together in Japan, he says, "Do you work for Mac? Because you're just like a walking
Another
commercial."
convert?
Yeah, I converted another guy right there in front of him. He was like, "Oh." So, anyways, from me and from Donovan.
Oh, I'm taller than Sean.
Yes, he really is.
But I wanted to make him feel better.
Hello and welcome to Munchkinland. Goodbye. Keep well. Keep busy. Most of all, what do I say?
Be happy.
Be happy.